Hi guys, John Mansell, exboozehound. Hope you're well. Obviously, it's that time of year where I don't really get very festive, or seasonal, or cheery. It's the C word vlog, 2023. I've been doing these for quite a few years now, and they're pretty much always the same. I've chosen to do the vlog today on the 12th of December because when you are in sort of difficult times and times that aren't that enjoyable or tough times, for whatever reason, I believe strongly if you can, and it's not always possible, it can't be done sometimes, but when you can, to pick out little positives. And my very unfestive little positive is that it being the 12th of December today, in 2 weeks' time, Christmas is over. So that's, something to look forward to. Of course, we all should try and deal with lives, I think, in good and bad times. On a day-to-day basis, you never know what's going to happen today. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Obviously, you know what happened yesterday, but that doesn't have to have any relevance to today and tomorrow and other days coming. So, one day at a time is always the thing to say. But it is a difficult time. But it doesn't matter if you've got mental health issues, addiction issues. I mean, Christmas is a difficult one if you've got addiction issues, or other issues. I mean, there's so many people in difficult situations at the moment, with the cost of living and things like that. I mean, there'll be people out there, putting themselves into serious debt just for literally one day, and there's more important things than that. It's all about. I mean, money's difficult in it, but it means nothing. Your health and your family and and your friends and being the best version of yourself, being kind, being caring. They're so much more important. Although, to be fair, if someone offered me a few million quid, I wouldn't be saying no. So it's the C word vlog. Obviously, Christmas, and it's nearly here. I was a bit sick of the build up by about the 1st of October. So this is a good time. This is nearly over now, so that's brilliant. If you've seen the last couple of vlogs, you will know that this year has not been a good year for me, and that's all right. But if you are going through a bad time and a long period of poor mental well-being or whatever, and you feel like you can't break from it, I can say you can. And I've been at times this year 100% convinced I weren't going to get out of this one. Just so low and so lost and disconnected, and the physical side of mental illness, and that is just no sleep, not being able to get up, not wanting to go out, cutting myself off from the world. It's horrible. But if you are there now, you will beat it. You will get out the other side. I know you probably don't believe that, and I wouldn't have believed that a few months ago if you'd have said that to me. But if you go back, every time you've been through an episode, whether it be long or short or really tough, you've come out of it. and that's 100% success rate. So keep that in mind. Spot the positives. Wherever you can. And I just got a little positive really. When you're stuck at home or you're not going anywhere, you don't have the opportunities to see things that just make you smile and make your day that little bit better. And I had an example of that a couple of weeks ago. Might have been last. No, I think it was a week or so ago. And I was in Asda and in Halesowen, and I could see this. I could hear this. What wasn't the best sound, and I don't wish to be cruel, but it wasn't it wasn't like angels singing or that, and it turned out to be a bunch of I don't know, I guess 6 or 7 year olds. I mean, I've not got kids, so I never had no idea. But yeah, young children at the front of Asda singing carols, and I say I don't want to be cruel, but they weren't the best, and it made my day. It made me smile. It made me just to think, that again the kids were absolutely loving every second of it, and it just gave me a little bit of joy and a little bit of that moment of joy. And those are the things that you don't get to see if you're unable to get out. And don't get me wrong, I understand that when it's just impossible. But in order to move forward, in order to get some management back in your own life, it's important that you do try to get out when you can. I've been out times where I've left the house for 15 minutes later, I'm back at home. That's a horrible feeling, but even though it's a negative feeling, it's a positive in the first place, because at least you managed to make it across the doorstep. But you get these positive things, and you may not be looking forward to Christmas, but there will be moments with if there's kids in your family and your family, where that if you're not there, if you're not joining in, that you won't get the joy from them. But as I always say every year on this C word vlog, just be realistic. If you have had the courage to be able to talk to your family and friends about your situation, if you don't feel like joining in, they won't hold it against you. It is worth putting a little bit of effort in if you can, but it's important that you look after yourself. So don't force yourself, but it is worth giving it a little go, because you never know what is going to come and is going to help you, and your family and friends will I would imagine, not necessarily the case, but I would imagine they'll be pleased to see you too, and hopefully see you improving if you've not been in a good place. So we've just gone past 9 minutes. Time for me to shut up. It's one day, and in 2 weeks' time it's over. Ain't that bad, and you'll get through it. And if you can, try and enjoy it. Enjoy the good and ride out the bad. And I'll catch you soon. Watch how you go. Bye bye.